Oh no.
Hey there, guys. Welcome to another episode with us on NUFC360. And today we've got Cal with us again. We've got Mark and Bo, who I've never been on a podcast with, and I'm looking forward to this because I've heard Mark has very strong opinions. He believes he's always factually correct as well. So that's going to be interesting.
And
Bo,
handsome.
And handsome, yes. Make sure that light doesn't blind us at any point that you've got there. And Bo, all the way from the other side of the pond, an American Newcastle United fan. So if you don't understand him, that's because he speaks a different type of English, and we apologize for that. But yeah, well, let's get this started. We're going to touch on, first of all, the Man City game. Why we're doing that is because we didn't do a podcast last week, and we've got lots to talk about. So, did we all watch the Man City game? Mark, I don't think you said you missed that.
No, I missed it. I missed it. Yeah, I missed it.
I think I was stuck at work as well, to be honest. No.
So I'm on my own on this one then.
No, I watched it. I
heard we played well. That's all I got told me. Mum and Dad was like, we were good. I was like, okay, good enough.
Well, then, Bo, I'll let you start. You watched it. So did I. But I'll let you go with this one. Tell me your thoughts.
Yeah.
What did you think of the game?
So first half was about what you would expect for a Man City game. Whenever Newcastle plays, try to come out very strong, very fast. And Man City will usually get out of that and score in some way, shape, or fashion. And that's what happened. It was Nico O'Reilly first getting on the score sheet, 1-0. And then we did fight back a little bit. Lewis Hall had a nice strike. And that second half really, I mean, I don't know how you feel, Jason, but the first half of that game was kind of, it irritated me because it was one of those things where we always see it whenever we play Man City. Every ball seems to drop their way no matter what happens. And they are just able to take advantage of every mistake that we make. And that's something that I think even to this day, we haven't been able to properly do in a lot of matches. So second half was a little better. No goals on both sides, but it seemed like we were more cohesive and passes came off a little better. So just missing that last touch as always. I'm not sure how you feel about it, Jason, or what you guys heard Callum remark, but that was my take on it.
Yeah, no, I think you've got it pretty spot on, to be fair. We went for it, though. That was I think the difference that we can say about the game is we went for it. We always want a Newcastle team that gives 100%, whether we, especially if we lose. As long as we've tried, Newcastle fans will go home happy. The thing is, we've played against a lot of the big teams, and we've not seen 100%, and that's where we argue. But then you touch on, this happens a lot against Manchester City. It's not just Manchester City. It's the type of these teams. Barcelona in the Champions League was another example. We played very well against them. The ball just fell to them and everything else. Now, obviously, there was some big decisions in the Man City game. Obviously, you mentioned the goals, but should someone have been sent off? Yes. I was watching Sky Sports, the referee review, and they did say that he was a very lucky boy, and they think it was his size. The reason he got away with it was because he was a dwarf and Dan Burn was the size of a giant. That was their description, and I just thought, wow, I didn't realize. Not that I'm adding dwarf and giant in there, but
no, but like the size. So like in there, so Aaron Lennon could just go nut whoever he wants on the pitch, and he could have got away with it according to these.
They're saying his size. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. That's what they said. Yeah, and then we had the incident of Dan Burn being pushed on a free kick into an offside position, scoring, being disallowed, and they described that as very clever.
But so that was one thing I did see on the review. So like surely that would be, are you allowed to shove someone legally in the game of football? Can you push them? Is that allowed?
According to them, it was clever. Anywhere else on the field, that is a foul.
Yeah. push the goalkeeper then? Is that clever? Pushing the goalkeeper at a corner? Like, surely it's either a foul or a goal. Surely it has to be one or the other.
Yeah.
I did think it was
I
very
suppose if you like look at
ridiculous.
every individual player, like on a corner, there is a lot of pushing and shoving. Like, but I mean, it's not the same with the Dan Burn situation. Like, but it's like are you supposed to like really penalise every push and every shove? I mean, it is a contact sport, but like in the case of the Dan Burn disallowed goal, of like just obviously I'm going off the highlights. Like, yeah, like, it's either one or the other. Like, you can't just be saying it's clever. It's either one or the other.
Well, here's the question for you: if he had gone down flat on his face, would that have been looked at differently?
No. They wouldn't have
booked for simulation, probably.
He's too big. We've already talked about it. He's too big. Can't foul a big man. Although if Dan Burn had done that to Bernardo Silva would have been dead, by the way, if he jumped into him with the same vigor.
They did mention something like that. They said if it was reversed, Dan Burn probably would have been sent off.
Yeah, it was sent to prison. Manslaughter.
Wild.
It's crazy, that, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. So, yeah, but the main thing was we had a good game against them. We played well. It was one of those things. We went to Man City, where a stadium where we do usually suffer. I wouldn't say we suffered. I'd say we put up a very good performance, and I think the reaction of Man City said everything.
Yeah.
The way they celebrated at the end showed how intense that game was, and the reaction from Pep after the game saying he's letting his players go have a few drinks and relax after that just said what we did to them. We put them under a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Realistically, I think that they're starting to get tired of playing us as well. So it's mutual.
Might not be the last time as well. Obviously, we've got them in the FA Cup. We could have them in the Champions League as well.
We will. You can just tell it's going to happen. I'm sick of playing Man City.
So that was very quick. We've got reaction out the way. We were happy, unhappy with the performance. Now on to the Champions League, where we have progressed into the knockout stage. Get in there. And we didn't just do it like in an easy way. We did it with fashion. And we did it in a true Newcastle style where one game we were outstanding. In the second game, we decided, you know what? Let's try and give them a bit of a chance. I mean, we were watching that and my man was saying, oh, they were playing crap. I'm like, yeah, but it's won though, isn't it? It's won. Like, it's like, it was a friendly match. Because when you watch, nobody wants to get injured. Nobody wanted to put in a hard time. Like, it was just a very nicey. Let's watch how shit Alex Murphy is. That was pretty much the highlight of the game. Harsh.
I thought he was too bad.
You did okay.
If you can't play well in your position against Carrier Bag and you're 21, it's not for you, is it?
That's it. Yeah,
it's just not for you. I'll see you at Shrewsbury.
You need to get the first 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
Well, as we didn't do a podcast last week, lads, let's start with last week's game, the 6-1. So hold on, let's hold on the abuse for Alex Murphy, and let's look at 6-1. So Karabag have beaten Benfica.
Yeah.
Did they draw against Juventus or someone like that?
Chelsea.
I remember.
Drew against Chelsea.
Drew against Chelsea, but I'm pretty sure there was another big team in there.
They beat someone else.
Can't remember. Yeah, they did. I can't remember who it was, but we've gone there, and in the first, 20 minutes?
Yep.
Made them look like a conference team.
Yes.
And we did perform. Anthony Gordon probably should have had 6 goals before halftime, if I'm honest.
Yep.
If he was a natural striker, he would have had 6 goals.
Correct.
I had some one-on-one chances that he should have buried.
Yep.
But the performance for me was outstanding, especially for fans that have travelled that far. So, Mark, I'm going to let you take the lead on this one. Tell me your thoughts on it.
I think this is the product of a very, very, very diluted Champions League. They sounded shit. They were shit. We could have battered them even more. But I'm kind of downplaying our performance. Look, we absolutely smashed them, and it was great, right? So Champions League, but they should never be in the Champions League. but they are, and they have beaten good teams. I think they were a bit naive to us and our strengths. They just kind of went for it rather than trying to box smart because we're not a big name, probably in Azerbaijan. And yeah, I mean, I was a bit frustrated that we weren't playing Voltemada in the position where he should play. I think in these sort of games, he would have been very good in that position. I was very disappointed that we're not playing him as a striker and playing shithouse Anthony Gordon there. He could have scored more. He got 4. Professional job done. Yeah, I think it was over after with 3-0. I was like, Christ, this is shit. It could have been it could have been double figures at one point, but disappointed with Voltemada not getting the penalty either. And I think Anthony Gordon is just trying to stat pad his season because he's crap. Basically, job was done. Game over. Well done to the team in that one.
Just as a small disclaimer, any kids watching this, I do apologize for the language going out today.
No one's watching this.
It's not what I'm used to, but we'll go.
I will not. If the swear's not allowed anymore, I will not swear. That's fine. We were subpar. Subpar is what they were.
No, it's fine. I like it. Show it as it is. So be honest with it. So obviously we went through them. Now, obviously the second leg was a different game. As you said, it was just a routine performance, a routine closure. But should Eddie Howe not have given more of a chance to the younger lads? That's the question I want to put on the table. Callum.
I mean, on the one hand, yes, because the game was done. Even from the first leg, maybe should have given more players a chance. But at the end of the day, I understand from how some people think, right, it's Champions League football. I'm paying £60 plus for a ticket. I don't want to see the reserve players play. The fans will want to see the big names play. Obviously, we didn't want to go full strength. Obviously, we had a bit of an injury crisis. But at the end of the day, he gave some players, like Alex Murphy, who've been knocking on the door of the first team, Will Asula, a chance to start up top, who is in one of the main starters. He did play a weakened side. Obviously, not necessarily the kids, but he played a weakened side. We got through. Job done, really. That's all it needed to be.
Bo, what were your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I understand. I totally understand Callum's point of view on that. I would have liked to like the fact that we played Tonali and he played a significant amount. A part of me was like, he could have played the second half and been okay. Instead of just having him out there basically the whole game. Or having Leo Sahar come on. When did he come on? The 86th minute, 87th minute? I was at that point, I was okay. I was you give that boy 5 minutes and that was really it. But I understand the idea behind it is he wanted to have a somewhat strong team, get a goal, and then kind of sit back and see how it went. The only thing that I was thinking of is after we scored, and then I think we scored, Joelinton scores again, and then they get that little player that they had. He has that nice run and does Dan Burn for pace and just slots it into the corner, and everybody starts cheering. And a part of me is I'm hoping that everybody else on the team isn't thinking in the back of their head okay, here we go again. So it would have been nice to, from the off, have a team that actually, with some kids that actually could come out and do what they have to do. But, like you said, job done. Even the penalty, as soon as it hit Dan Burns' arm, we automatically knew it was going to be a pen because that's how it is in the Champions League. So I'm glad we could get a run out, but I would have liked to see a bit more, I don't need to play as much as he did. You could have given him a rest. But I will say I'm a bit disappointed in Osula's performance that's in. So
why?
It's one of those things.
He always plays like that.
I know, but it's still one of those things where the hope gets you.
If he was any good, he could have at least got a goal. That's my take on it. I don't rate the guy at all.
Go on, Mark. Microphone's yours.
First of all, Will Osula runs like a 6-year-old. He runs like Phoebe out of Friends. I believe he must be in some way disabled. I don't understand how he's got a football contract. The man.
I'm not gonna lie, he's the thickest man I've ever met.
Do you remember Riviere?
Times I've been counting him.
Do you remember who's called Riviere? Riviere, do you remember?
Yeah.
Emmanuel Riviere, yeah.
Yeah. Ballon d'Or winner compared to Osula. Like this kid, I cannot believe he gets any minutes. I was floored. And I thought he was like 16 when we bought him. He was 21 or 22.
No, he's not a kid. Why people think he's a kid is beyond me.
Yeah. He is awful. I think the whole match, when I saw the lineup, was very predictable from Eddie Howe because he never ever gives the kids a chance. But it also, I think, is a really sad indictment of how badly we've recruited youth players. For the last 5 years or so, however long the Saudis have been in with us, they have been. I've seen loads of people like Harrison that we've bought and that Korean lad that we bought. All these other players I see us buying. I'm like, oh, good, here we go. The only one player we bought that was any decent was Yukuma Minter, one player, and we had to get rid of him. I was really, really pissed off. Yeah, Tripp shouldn't have started. And I would have loved to have seen more young kids. I can forgive children for not playing that well. Can't forgive the likes of Will Sula. Jesus wept. So yeah, and I mean, I couldn't give a toss if people in the crowd were entertained by youth kids there or not. Really, I mean, the ties won. Everyone knows the ties won. It would have been really nice to have seen Alfie Harrison. It would have been really nice to see some kids get some experience. Why been on that right? Sorry, Gumbo.
Real quick, Mark or Jason Callum did Neve even play this week? Did he play that game?
Didn't.
No, right?
He didn't.
So he must be bad. If Will Sula's getting ahead of it, is he a striker?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Well, he's apparently dog because Will Sula, the child, gets ahead of him. Also, old. I had no idea how old Jacob Murphy was, by the way. I thought 31. He was like, his 31st birthday. I'm like, Jesus Christ, we've had him for years. I swear he was still like 25 or 26 or something in my head. I had no idea he was that old.
I saw some footage of like his first season at the club. He was wearing the number 7, and that is like something that had been totally erased from my memory.
When did we buy him? How long has he been at the club?
I want to say it was like 2017, maybe. Like
a long time. Yeah.
We had him and his brother though, didn't we? We had both.
No.
Cardiff.
We never had Josh Murphy. No.
Yeah, and Josh Murphy was.
I thought we had both at one point.
Nope.
I think Josh Murphy only ever played for Cardiff in the Premier League. I think.
Yep. Yeah, we didn't have them both. But yeah, we're disappointing. And I mean, I'm terrified that Eddie Howe's going to buy Ramsdale because he's a terrible English footballer, and that's what he loves to buy. He loves terrible English footballers, and we'll probably end up spending 70 million on him or something daft. So he is after Jack Anick, the worst goalkeeper I've seen in Newcastle. Ramsdale.
The
The man's wrists are made of paper. Like every time he plays, we concede. And I don't rate Pope, by the way. I really don't rate Pope. If people watch me, I think Martin Dubravka's better than both of them. I don't know why we got rid of him.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Like Ramsdale has disappointed me. I can't lie.
I was excited when we got him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Probably sold the wrong keeper in the grand scheme of things.
Absolutely did.
Yeah, I could see that. But yeah, like you said, guys. I mean, hey, round's done. Now we wait and we'll see. Hopefully, we get Chelsea.
11 in the morning. We'll find out.
It'll be Barcelona. We all know it is. Of course, it's going to be Barcelona.
You've got to think about this, though, right? A few seasons ago, we were fighting relegation. Well, now in Europe's elite competition, the squad, what type of mentality did they really have, though, to actually get through this game, this knockout game, go into the knockout stage? I don't know why it's still not classed as a knockout, though it is a knockout round, if that makes sense, because they don't class it as that. But the mentality of the team to still get through it, and obviously Eddie Howe's been under a lot of pressure, apparently not in behind the scenes, but from the fans, he has, because we've been hearing it left, right, and centre. He probably shouldn't be.
No, I give him some
but
shit.
He has. There we go.
Yeah.
But they're still getting the results. They're doing well in the season, and I think we've got to give him a lot more credit than what's due, because he's gone through a rough patch, and I think he is slowly pulling it together. We just need the Premier League now to come in good. So obviously, like we just said, we said we're going to fly through this part. Chelsea or Barcelona. I think the obvious one is Chelsea. Do we all agree? That's the one that we want.
Yeah.
Yes, Barcelona will dick us again.
Barcelona, obviously, is the great away day for the fans, would be the great travelling one. But if we want to progress in this competition, Chelsea is the way forward. And then after Chelsea, we could have a Premier League run into the final.
Oh, God.
Maybe.
How exciting.
Let's say we do win. Like, nobody's going to look at who we played to get there. They're just going to say, right, winners 2026. So, literally, I don't like give me the easiest run possible. I don't care if it's an easy run. If it means that we win it at the end, give me the easiest run possible. I don't care.
Is there an easy run, though?
Well, not really, but the easiest run that you can have.
Oh, yeah.
Well, here's the question then, because I saw it on Sky Sports, and it was the headline: are Newcastle United contenders to win the Champions League?
No,
probably not.
Now,
no.
Wait, hang on. Every team in the competition right now is a contender.
No.
Oh.
No, they're not. I'm a contender to the heavyweight championship of the world. Then, in equal measure. What are we talking about?
I can't wait for the next Olympics.
And I'm 5'8". What are we talking about? Oh. No, we're not in contention.
Can we do it? No.
I mean, It's not impossible, but it's definitely not likely.
It is impossible. We're not winning it.
I think we can make a run. I think
Eddie Howe's been a brilliant cup manager.
How far do you think we can go, Bo?
Maybe a bit of a step above him.
I mean, looking at it right now, if we get Chelsea, say we get Chelsea, we beat Chelsea, we play who? Liverpool, Spurs, or Atletico Madrid. We've beaten Atletico. Is that what it is? Yes, that's what it is.
Jesus Christ.
So, I mean, obviously, Spurs would be the one you want, but out of those three,
that's in the semi-final, by the way.
Yep. And then after that, if you're lucky enough, you play. Yeah, it'll probably be Arsenal. So
yeah, but we are not the team from 2 years ago, though, where on our day we slap up teams. On our day we roll over teams. We are not that team. So if we were that team, I would carry the same going. We can beat anyone. Like 3-3 against Man City and like going toe to toe with the big boys. That team could do it. Not now. We're a mess. We're 11th in the league for a reason. Every team you mentioned in that list, bar Spurs, will slap us up because that's where they will. I'm sorry, boy. We're 11th in the league.
No, I agree with you, Mark. It's just the situation we're in.
Yeah.
If you don't laugh, you cry.
It is.
You're definitely right. You're definitely right that the team 2 years ago is in comparison to this one. It's they would. But hey, that's why matches are played, right?
Who'd have thought Sean Longstaff was the glue that held it all together?
I can't believe we got rid of him. Why are you going to get rid of him to spunk frigging 25 million on Willock and 40 million on Ramsey? Gee, I'll just keep him as a Geordie lad. Never understood that. Never understood why.
I'm with you on that one, Mark. I never understood the reason for selling him.
Perfect sub. It would have been great against Carrier Bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he would. And have we lost Bo?
No, he's back.
Is he back?
He's back.
That's what happens when you're on the other side of the pond. Apparently, there is a connection loss at some in the video. So moving forward, then we've got Everton this weekend at home. Big game for us in the Premier League. Obviously, every game in the Premier League is big for us now because of where we do stand. What have I got for us at the moment? So the last 5 home games versus Everton, we've lost against them last year, May. We drew against April in 2024. We beat them 3-1, beat them 2-1 in 2020, and we lost. So we've only 2 wins against them in the last 5.
And they've been relegation.
1 draw, 2 losses.
They were relegation fodder in those 5 years as well, so that's class.
Mm-hmm. Now, Everton's away form this season, they would stand, if it was an away table, they would actually stand 6th in the league from away form.
I don't like those words.
And we sit 11th in the home table.
Yeah, it's looking rosy.
Oh, well. Nice 1-1 draw then.
Barry hat-trick incoming.
I'm putting facts out there. I'm putting the facts out there. Now I'm going to let you guys discuss it.
I mean, the hope is that we come out flying and can make something happen, as always. So, We'll see.
I mean, from that like Brentford game, there has seemed to have been a shift from Eddie Howe and the coaching team and the players, but I think we've yet to see that fully in the league just yet because obviously we had a lot of cup ties. So I think maybe this is now where if that shift is going to be in the Premier League as well, this is where it'll start. And if not, we're just. I mean, I said at the start of the season it's going to be a long and hard season. It's been long and hard. I just don't hope it's. I just don't want it to continue. I would like to see we go on a nice winning streak here in like actually get closer to Europe than the relegation. Than the relegation zone where we seem to be now. So yeah, let's hope this is the start of the Premier League turnaround, like you said there before, Jason.
I mean, I think this has got draw or loss written all over it. I
Always
think
love positivity on these podcasts, I have to say.
It's just realism. I mean, when it comes to our current state of playing, we're playing Voltemada in a 10 when he should be a 9. And I think Eddie Howe, because we've beaten some teams, whoop-de-doo, we've beaten some very average teams, and in Karabag, a League One team. And I think he's going to keep playing that until we lose. We're playing with 10 men. Voltemada's lost in that midfield. And it's a bit ridiculous that he can't get him working. So I hope we win. I mean, it's hard to call. I don't know. It's hard to say either way, but I can't stand Voltemada. I can't stand the striker. I can't stand Voltemada in the midfield. He doesn't do it well either. It's not like he's passing the ball and holding it up and getting everyone involved. He's just wandering deep, getting the ball, then jogging steadily to not get on the ball. It's a bit of a mess at the minute.
I agree. I've seen that, and I think the commentators pick it up a lot. And I don't always agree with what they say, like Carragher and Neville and them. But Carragher did make a point in the last game that he was on with us where he's saying, why is Voltemada not busting a gut to get in the box? Instant where he fed it out wide. And then the cross came in and he's still on the 18-yard box where if he'd actually put a sprint in, he might have scored because he would have got to the ball.
Why is Voltemada not making it run into the box? You got to get a goal there. Still outside.
Similar to that. Exactly similar to that. I wasn't far off.
Thank you.
So let's go with some predictions then. Obviously, I'm going to let Mark start with this one. First prediction against Everton. What we saying?
1-1.
It's gone 1-1 draw. Okay. All right. Like it.
I'll go with I have two. I'll go with either a 2-2 draw or I'm sorry. A 2-2 draw or a 3-1 win.
Sorry, I'll also have a 1-0 as well then.
That's how I'm leaning. That's how I'm leaning.
Can I ask a question? Do you put bets on football?
Not anymore. I used to.
Because I was going to say, do you bet on every single result just for it to come out?
Sometimes.
Callum, what you saying?
Every fibre of my being wants to agree with everybody in this one, but you know what? I'll be the hopeful one today, and I'm going to say 2-0. There's a clean sheet and everything. I'm going to be hopeful today.
I haven't said anything yet.
Fair enough.
Alex Murphy on the bench.
So we've got a draw. Bo, what did you actually say in the end? What did you finish with? You went with 2-2 and a win, didn't you?
I'll go 3-1 win.
You just changed that again, didn't you? Okay.
I did.
3-1 win.
I just never know.
3-1 win. A draw, 3-1 win, and a 2-0 win. I think we're going to keep a clean sheet. I do think we're going to keep a clean sheet. I think it's going to be a surprise. And I do think it'll be a 3-0 win.
Look at me.
Ooh.
And I think the goals are going to come from Tonali, Gordon. I think Gordon's going to get 2.
Gordon's going to get
2 goals for Gordon and 1 for Tonali.
Well, that's a slapping up because Gordon's got 4 chances.
I mean, Gordon normally does like getting sent off against Liverpool and Everton. We've just got to remember this, right?
Yep. Little rat.
But I'm still going to be confident with my decision on this one. And I do fancy us. Whereas when go on.
What's that winger called that they've got? Is it Njai? What's he called? They've got a tricky little winger.
trying to think. I know we've got Dwight McNeil.
I think you're actually right. I think it is.
And Jai, they've got a proper tricky winger. I really, really rate, and I think he's going to give Trippier a right hard time.
He's the one who he's the one who tore us a new one last season.
He's class, man. I really rate him. I mean, he's like if Alanga could play football. That's how good he is.
Thing for me in this game against Everton is set pieces are going to play a vital part because Everton are a very physical team, so we have to be able to defend set pieces. We need a fast start because we need to stop them from having the low block from the beginning. And the midfield is what's going to dominate this game. That's where this game can be won, really.
Yeah.
That's the way I'm looking at it.
I fear Moyes and his wisdom because if I was him, I'd say to the lads, get behind the ball, make it difficult for them, slow the game down and make it pants because the crowd will turn on them quickly. I will. Because too long have we been really boring and crap and flat. And if they make it that, it's not our fault, but that's what I would do if I was against us. And then the crowd will turn and then go at them. That's that. And I think that's what they'll not go at us.
You're right.
To begin to piss us off. Because we can't, we're worse with the ball than we are with the ball. So I reckon they'll let the ball.
No, like as we've said, this is a game that Newcastle should win. But with the history, it says that it won't be easy. So, like you say, and Moyes seems to have come back into his element with managing Everton again. Like he left. He's a good manager. I've always rated Moyes. Always. And even when he went to Manchester United, I do think he got let go very too soon. It was one of those ones where it was fairly untreated. Look what he did with West Ham.
I love what he did with Sunderland.
I love what he did with West Ham. Like my mate's a West Ham fan. He started moaning. I'm like, do not forget who on earth you are. You are shitty little West Ham. The second he leaves, you'll sink like a stone. And look what's happened. I'm so happy. They deserve to go down. Really hope they go down.
Which then leads us on to obviously the next game that we've got, because we've got a busy week ahead of us. So we've got Everton on Saturday, and then we've got a game on Wednesday. Again, another home game against Manchester United.
Manchester United we're talking about.
So obviously, I'll quickly run through the stats that I've got before you go into your talking points. And so the last 5 home games versus Man United, we've won 4-1, we've won 1-0, we've drawn 0-0, we've drawn 1-1, and we've lost 4-1. So we've only lost 1 home game against them in the last 5. And we've won 2 and drawn 2. So that shows a big progress either in us or the downgrade of the Man United team around now. But this is one where I'm a little bit more, I've got a little bit more fear, just because I want to call it the Carrick effect that's still happening with them. I don't know how you guys feel on that one, Callum. What do you think? How do you think this one could go?
Well, I mean, Michael Carrick, it seems to be a far better manager than I thought he was. He's got Man United playing some great football, and I mean, like I said, if this is where we're going to turn our season around, this is where we need, it's big tests, like a Man United team in good form and Everton who've been solid, where if we are going to turn things around, these are some good tests to see if we are going to actually do it. I mean, we're at home. It's hard to say what we're going to be like, but I think if we can keep them quiet, I know I said that we don't play well when we get all quiet, but I think we can keep them quiet. Maybe we might have a chance of getting something.
All right. Okay. Go on then, Mark.
I think perfect game for us. Perfect game for us. Everton, horrible game. They'll make it horrible. Man United are going to come and attack, and that is, we play really well against attacking teams. So I think it's going to be, I agree, Michael Carrick has done a great job. I think it's more how crap Amorim was and how good their squad is, because they've got some good players. Like they've got the front three that we went for, because we were stupid and tried to go up against the top 6. Idiotic. But yeah, they play great football. I think it's going to be a really good end-to-end game. I fancy our chances more against Man United than I do against Everton. I think it plays right into the way that we play. I'm really looking forward to that game. As much as I hate Man United and I want them to lose.
So before Bo gives us his opinion, obviously we've got to look at some of the tactical focuses for this game. So we've got to be looking at trying to stop Bruno, press their back line a little bit more aggressively at the fullback areas, because that's where they've always been their weakest, and they still are. The team isn't any different to what Almiron had. Those back areas are the problem, and the big thing is, and this is all dependent on how the game's going, but that crowd at St. James's Park can play the different in this game. I went to the game against them last year when I got back in the country. I got very lucky that I got a ticket, and I just remember the atmosphere being unreal. Now, half my family are Man United fans, so this game is not just a normal game for me. This is family rivalry. So, Bo, go ahead. Tell me your thoughts on this.
Yeah, and I got to give my thoughts, and then I'll have to head out and tend to the little one. But I think it will be a tough game. Man United obviously has a lot of momentum right now, but the fact that we're at home, hopefully the crowd is up for it. I am going to go with a win. I think it's going to be extremely tough, but I hate Man United, and I'll take that. I'll take that 100%.
So if you obviously we need to get you off the screen because you've got someone to deal with there, little fella. So you want to give us your quick prediction before you leave us?
Yeah, I'm going to go with what Mark said, 3-2 win.
Okay.
Yeah, 3-2 win.
Knowledge.
Yeah. And
you don't want to try you don't want to have two results for this game, or
no, not this one. Not this one.
Okay.
And Shevchenko is not going to do anything. So
absolutely shit house.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
Perfect. Well, Bo, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you very soon. I hope everything is good over there, and we'll speak to you soon.
Always a pleasure.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Later.
Now, for us guys, we'll just finish it off, and we'll carry on a little bit with the predictions. Callum, give us your score prediction for Man United.
We'll just go. Well, it's my favourite one to go with, but 2-1. 2-1 to us, I'm going to say 2-1. I know I was confident about a clean sheet at Everton, but a clean sheet against Man United, I don't know about that one, but 2-1. I'm confident of a win as well.
Okay. Mark?
Yeah, 3-2. 3-2.
3-2. You're sticking with a 3-2?
Yeah, I think so. I think we are. I remember when Eddie Howe first came in, we were really strong at the back, and we used to go 1-0 up. I was like, oh, nice, here we go. And we're the opposite. Have we given away the most points this season than any other team from winning positions? Yeah. So, yeah, I think we concede, and they've got some Mbuemo and Cunha and Bruno up in attack. So, mine is that. So, yeah, 3-2. 3-2.
I'm in agreement with you. I think it's just going to be an end-to-end game. But I'm going to go with 4-2.
Nice.
4-2. They will score. I think that's a certain. But I think it takes us back to you could say the Keegan area where it was we can entertain. We'll score more goals than you can, and I think that could be one of these games. Like it was like against Leeds, wasn't it? When we played them, it was just
cracking match. What a game!
That was an unreal game. I wish I was at that one. But yeah, that's what I reckon is going to happen. But the big thing now we have to consider with these games coming up, because then we're not going to do a prediction on this one. But obviously after Man United, we've got Manchester City in the cup, another home game. So we've got three games now in a row. Squad rotation is the big thing here. But the big question is, how do we do that with this squad that we have? It feels very depleted at the moment. And there's been some players not performing to their best ability, as Mark has already let us know in a very strong way. How do you think Eddie will approach this week with these games going on? What do you think he'll change the most? Who do you think he's going to rest against Man United? Who do you think he's going to rest against Everton? What do you think he's going to? How do you think he'll approach it? Go on, Mark. I'll let you start with this.
He won't. He never does. He'll just keep playing everyone and run him into the ground because he's a moron. So yeah, that's what'll happen. Kieran Trippier, 35. Fuck it, play against this team. We're only winning by 6 goals. Fuck it, yeah, go on, crack on, lads. We've got a right back on the bench, by the way, mate. Nah, don't matter. Just crack on. So no, we won't. We'll just plow them into the ground and hope they don't get injured. Not to be really defeatist, but I'm yet to see, when we've had great opportunities to rotate, him actually take it, like we said at the beginning of the show. 6-1 up against an amateur team, and he still don't play anyone. So I fully expect we'll play Trippier until he breaks into dust. The only rotations that he really does is the striker, but that's mainly on form rather than fitness, I believe, because Wissa and Voltemada are just completely off it at the minute. Yeah. And again, I think he always plays Bruno, Tonali, and Joelinton until one of them breaks again. And then he puts in Willock and Ramsey, who are crap in equal measure. Just pick whichever one you want on the day. I get confused as to who's on the pitch because I think they're both the same player. Really. So yeah, I hope he rotates, but I don't think he will. Sadly.
Okay, enough. So just before I move on to Callum, what is your opinion on Eddie Howe at the moment then? Because obviously, are you happy with him? Do you want him to, do you want us to keep him? Or are you one of his fans that's saying that you think it's time to change?
Right. Yep. If we were an elite club, and I'm not saying that we are, because we're not, but if we were bought to become an elite club, and you've got to get an elite club mindset, and we don't. That was shown in the summer. You're chasing after players that the bigger teams are going for. No shit, we didn't get any of them. What we thinking? So why are we fishing in their pond when we should be fishing in Bournemouth's, Brighton's, Crystal Palace's pond, where they get some class players for next to no price? Not about the price, but it's about who you're going to attract. So from top to bottom, we're not an elite club, and we don't have an elite club's mentality. We just have a silly, childish way of looking at it, going, "Oh, well, let's go try and get him then." Well, you're always going to lose. You're always going to lose. I think Eddie Howe is forever going to be a legend for what he's done in the way that he saved us from relegation and also won us the cup. One of the best days I've ever had as a Newcastle fan was when we won the cup. Great. If we were an elite club, it'd be gone. We're 11th. 11th. It's shambolic. And we've not played well, in my opinion, for like 2.5 years. We've had 2.5 years of just not playing well. We struggle. When he first came in, rock and roll football, end to end, giving it a go. Like I said to you, a team from 3 years ago would smash this team today. And the only thing that's changed is that Eddie Howe buys crap players. Just boring players that don't fit the team, don't fit the system. And what he does is, He did it at Bournemouth. He bought Solanke and he bought Jordan Ibe and he bought all these. Now, same thing is happening to us now. Like Wissa, 55 million, Ramsey, 40 million. I think Voltemada and Tao are very, very good players, but I think he's taken us as far as he can. And if we want to crack on and kick on as a club, he has to go at the end of the season. He just has to. I feel bad for the club because they try to get the right man, who is Villa's manager. Good evening. He is doing more with less. He's had less money than we've had, and he's doing way more. So yeah, I love him. I think he's great. I would like someone with a bit more character, and I think it is time. And he actually should have gone for me last season at the end of the season. So thank you, Eddie. See you later. Let's move in a different direction. So yeah, that's
nice. No. It's good to hear a different point of view. As you said, he saved us from relegation. He won the cup. Yep. He's also now been the best manager for Newcastle in the Champions League. Just
low bar, but yeah, okay, well done. Yeah, Anthony Gordon's the greatest all-time goal scorer in that. Okay, yeah, cool, well done. Yeah.
Stats are there though. I know what you say. I know exactly what you're saying. But the stats are there. He's got us into the competition twice as well in the space of 3 years. That's good.
Yeah. Very, very good.
Do you not think that we can still get Europe this season?
Nope. No. I don't see us in the Premier League. Again, it shows how weak and diluted that the Champions League is, that we absolutely spank teams in that. No, I haven't seen us put together 2 games in a row where I'm like, fucking hell, we looked good today. Amazing. Look how good we are. No, we have no cohesion on the ball. It's alarming to me that I remember Trippier, Longstaff, and Miggy Almiron having better phases of play and patterns of play than I've seen since they've all gone. It used to be Trippier keeps the ball, Longstaff makes a run, 1-2s, and then either Longstaff's in or Almiron's away, and we've just lost all that now. It goes out to Elanga, who apparently can't beat a man, turns around, passes it to Willock, who's drifted wide, then can't do anything, so passes it back to Trippier. It's really, really worrying. It's really worrying. And again, that's why I said, I don't know where we go from here. We finish mid-table because that's what we are this season. We're a mid-table team. Mainly down to summer recruitment, but from my understanding, Eddie Howe had a big say in the summer recruitment, and it was very naive. And we bought the wrong players for how bloody what's it called? So my boss is a Brentford fan. Is it Awatra? Dango Awatra? Dango Awatra shits all over Anthony Elanga. What are we doing? What are we doing buying Anthony Elanga for 55 million when they bought Awatra for 30 and he's absolutely amazing in comparison? What are we doing?
Elanga was one of the signings that I did. Elanga was one of the signings I wasn't sure about. Callum already knows my views on Elanga in that retrospect.
Never should have got him.
I'm with you, and a lot of fans were giving it the big one when we got him, but I didn't think that was the right player for us. Callum, I'll let you jump in and give your take as well. You've been sat there very patiently. Give us your view.
Going back to Eddie Howe's rotation.
Yeah, Christ, we've come a long way.
Like, to be fair, I can't really disagree with a lot of what Mark said there. Like, literally, yeah, like, I mean, I'll cover Eddie Howe's like rotations. I mean, Eddie Howe has his favourites. He's even said in press conferences that he likes a settled 11, which that's not how an elite club operates. That's not how an elite manager operates. That you can't have a settled 11 when you're playing 50 odd to 60 odd games a season. Like, you need to be able to rotate. Like, and I mean, yes, obviously I know Mark said he wasn't a big fan of Alex Murphy. I mean, I'm happy to see that it's an option that is available, because now that, I mean, let's be honest, now it was sold Jamal Lascelles. Like, we were looking very short in the centre backs department. And well, to be fair, having at least a centre back that is younger than 30 is also a bit of an added bonus, because we've got a very aging defence. I mean, in terms of where I rate Eddie Howe as a manager, I mean, I'd say exactly the same as Mark. Like, I mean, except the point where I would have got rid of Eddie Howe was when we got knocked out of the Champions League the last time round. That's when I knew I'd saw enough. Like, but in terms of just this season, if he seemed that the penny seems to have dropped with him, like with what he said the other week when we got beat by Brentford. Let's see if he is going to turn this around, but I don't think he will. I think it's going to be very unlikely we'll get Europe. I mean, look, I think Europa League is still definitely on, but anything more than that would be a slight miracle. And the best thing to do would just be say, look, greatest manager of most fans' lifetime, let's say.
Yep.
But just give you the handshake at the end of the season. Thank you for your service. Like, the statue will be built soon. Go and do well somewhere else. We need to like progress as a club.
Yep. And I think.
Sorry. Is it the fifth? Is it gone down to 5th place again for the Champions League, or is that going to come down to how the English clubs? Because we've got 6 teams now into the round.
Yep, and we're doing well in other competitions. I think it will definitely. 5th is definitely on.
English teams are dominating the Champions League at the moment.
Yeah, those teams are crap.
So, is 5th not an option for us? Can we not still get it?
I mean,
so if I get the table,
we are still close to the relegation zone than we are of the European places. So, I mean, it's not impossible, but if we keep playing the way we're playing, it's not going to happen. But like, we need to see it in the league. Like yes, like the players have said it. Like the players all had this big meeting. Eddie Howe said he needs to go back to the drawing board. Like, so let's see what has happened when they've got the drawing board. Like, but I really don't think it's going to be what we need to.
So we're 9 points behind 5th.
And I think we're 5 points off the relegation zone, if I'm right in thinking.
Surely it must be more.
10.
10, sorry.
I say surely, Christ, otherwise we're in relegation battle if we're 5 points away. Jeez.
Sorry, my maths and memory was off there. Apologies, guys.
Sorry, it's actually 11. No. 30, 36, 25. It's actually 11. So
11. So
we're
closer than I thought, but it's still not great.
All right, perfect.
I had one quick question. I heard something on TalkSport this week. A about Anthony Gordon, and apparently some teams are interested in buying him in the summer. Me too. I would happily get rid of Anthony Gordon. The money, like 70, 80 million that they're touting around. And it was Jamie O'Hara and Cundy going, sure, you don't sell him. He's class. He's not been good again for 18 months since he fell off that bike in the England squad.
Who do we replace him?
That's not my job. I'm not a scout.
Harvey Barnes.
I'm not a scout.
Okay. Yes, but if we're saying yes to sell him, we've got to have one as a target ready. That was the mistake we made with Isaac. And that's left us in a very big hole because that saga went on and we didn't really have anyone to replace him.
Owatra. Dango Owatra, there you go. Better player than he is. Thank you very much. Done.
I'm not sure. Yeah. I think Gordon is still giving us something. It's not his best at the moment. I know that. But I still think he's giving us something in the team that gives us a push. And I think it's extreme to say sell him.
I'd sell him.
If there was 100+ million coming in, yeah, but that's not going to happen. But 70 million, I wouldn't sell him for that.
I definitely would. Again, we're meant to be an elite club with scouting. Go get someone.
The thing is, he's had his head turned before, and I'm like, well, if a player doesn't want to be here, get rid of them. And plus, as well, after that incident at Carabao when Trippier was telling him to give him the pen to Voltamara, literally just give the striker who's out of form, out of confidence, just an opportunity to boost himself, And I mean, he's trying to be all pally with Trippier at the interview at the end. Say, you can constantly see he's getting the dig in by saying, "I'm the penalty taker. I'm the penalty taker." I'm like, mate, this isn't Anthony Gordon United. It's Newcastle United. You've got to do what's best for the team sometimes, not for your stats.
And he's not a striker. He is a winger, and he does not get assists. And who else can we buy?
And refuses to play on the right wing.
Yeah, exactly. Get rid, man. He's a little rat. Get rid of him and bring in someone like Rayan. Can we just go get Bournemouth scouting team? Because they seem to get better wingers than we do. Let's go get Bournemouth scouting.
I disagree with that on the penalty situation. I thought I was in agreement with he's the penalty taker. He's the one scoring it. Because if Voltamara steps up and misses it, the blame is on Gordon for letting him take it when he's been instructed by his manager to take it. Now, going back a while ago, when I was a player, I took penalties. I want every single one. I'm not giving one away. It's my job. That's his job. That's what he's been given on the football pitch. Corner takers, free kick takers, they have a strategy for a reason. Now, obviously, if Gordon had missed, then they would have gone, it's very easy to say, Voltamara should have taken it. I think Trippier's thinking was more because it was a second penalty. Is that going to mess with his head a little bit more? Is the keeper going to understand what he's going to do? I don't think it was completely on give the confidence to Voltamara.
Nah, I do. Because Gordon is a good penalty taker.
The reaction in half time. Yeah.
I see him. Sorry, go on, Callum.
I was just saying, look at Trippier might not be the player he once was, but look at very much of a leader that guy is. He's a bloke I'd follow into battle. If I was in a war zone, I'd listen to every single word that man says.
Yep.
Literally, that guy is the general. He he knows what's best for the team, and I'd follow every word to the letter, whatever that man said.
Yeah, I mean, I can see both sides. I wasn't too bothered because, like I said, if he's the penalty taker, I just think with the added things of you see what of a little shit he can be on the pitch, and also the fact that he refuses to play right wing, I think that just adds to me going, I just don't need that sort of attitude in my club. But he's the penalty taker. He can't, so he should strictly be taking it. If it's the England World Cup final, your penalty taker takes it. Sentimentality has to go out the window. I personally would have let Voltamara take it myself, but he is the penalty taker. But as I say, when he was refusing to play on the right wing, who the fuck do you think you are? Harvey Barnes is a better left winger than you.
Yeah, that's a completely different story. That's a different story.
Adds to it.
It does. It does. It's like pulling to the fire. Makes it bigger. But let's see what happens. Then we've got our predictions in for this weekend. So we've got Everton on Saturday. So Mark, you went with a 1-1.
Yeah.
And Callum, you got, was it 2-1 you said?
2-0 for the
2-0.
Everton.
2-0.
It was 2-1 for Man United.
2-1 for Man United. Yeah, I'm looking at what I wrote down here. So 2-0. So let's see what happens. Obviously, Newcastle United now is not a club that's just surviving. We've got more expectation. And let's just hope for the best. And I think it's going to be a big one. I'm sticking with what I said. I didn't write it down now. I can't remember what I said now. I think I said 4.
I'm sticking to whatever I said. I stand by all those words.
3-2 or something, like, or 4-2.
I wrote your predictions down, but I didn't write mine.
Doing about. I agree with my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-0 prediction that I said.
That was brilliant from Bo. That.
Well, we're going to try.
Callum, thanks for taking the time tonight. Really appreciate it.
Pleasure
Mark,
as always.
first time, and what a pleasure.
Yeah, it's been great.
No holding back.
More often.
It was exactly what I was told to expect.
He's a little shithouse, a little bald shithouse. Yep.
So yeah, no, I look forward to you abusing the chat on Saturday if it doesn't go the right way as well.
Yeah, plenty of that.
So thank you very much, guys, and have a nice evening. And to everyone watching, if you've got a score prediction, please leave it in the comments below. Leave your thoughts, and let's just hope for the best. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.
Awesome.
Bye-bye.
See you later, lads.
See you soon.